Today is the most important day of the week because today we have FOMC. That means that the Fed, the central bank of the United States, is most likely going to rise the interest rate with 0.25%. Matter of fact, 99% of all participants are thinking that the Fed will raise with 0.25, so it's almost given. It will happen at 2 o'clock New York time, but what is most important is what is going to happen at 2:30, because that will be then the presentation of the Fed and the explanation about why they're raising the interest rates and what they expect for the upcoming period. That will most likely give us quite some volatility, and that therefore gives us great trading opportunities. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at and also my trade. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. Without further ado, let's start diving in. And we're looking here at a relatively small time frame, the 15-minute on BTC, and we just took out the high earlier today. I will draw a line here so that you can see this was our initial high. Yesterday we had a tap of that high, and some other exchanges it was just a few dollars higher than the previous high, but then now earlier today we really took out the high of this range. Therefore it was an SFP, and we did so with bearish divergence here on market Cipher B. As you can see, momentum wave is going lower and the price is going higher. Also, this candle right here is a classic SFP trading pattern, and on top of all of these confirmations we also had a decrease of open interest, as you can see here, and that means that this rise to the upside was not fueled by new positions, but it was by positions closing. So that is actually a pretty bearish sign. Therefore I took the short. If this goes higher, so past the golden pocket of 78.6, then you could still enter the short, or if we again going to SFP, this SFP, then of course that would also be a nice trade. But then really on the top, almost all liquidity has been taken, because we have a high, then we have a higher high that takes out this one, then again we have a higher high that takes out this one, and then we have this higher high that takes out this one. And of course we're still in this very small trading range, so we're talking about top to bottom approximately 1%, but at some point all the highs are taken. And then we are just engineering here on the bottom a lot of stop losses, because people are trying now to long them. Okay, we're going higher, and then eventually we're just rotating to the bottom and then taking liquidity here at the bottom. But like I said, we can also go to 78.6 or the golden pocket and then eventually to go higher. So this actually could be a nice trade. But be very careful, please, because like I said, we have FOMC later today that will most likely give some volatility, and especially then the speech afterwards, that is what will give most of the movement. Let's say that we are completely going to lose this range and we are maybe going to the upside. The first short that I'm then looking at is this value area low here of this range, where we already talked about it yesterday, in combination with the golden pocket, starting off 29,750 to approximately 29,850. If we find acceptance within the value area, it is most likely that we are going to retrace all the way to the upside. And then, and this is an absolute prime target, the next short opportunity in combination with the value area high of the range is then also the golden pocket, 30,700 to 30,800. Let me zoom out, and then you can also see it on a bit of a bigger time frame, that everything just lines up perfectly like we already talked about yesterday. But so far it looks pretty weak. Yes, we also still have that bullish divergence here on the 4-hourly, but we already quite some 4-hourly candles further, and it's just no movement to the upside, and that makes me very cautious. So therefore I would now also favor shorts. The current one is great, the next one here is very low, and the one above is then 30,700 like I just discussed. If you want to long the price and you think, you know what, this was it, we are going higher because we have maybe the bullish divergence on the 4-hour, then I would say, you know what, wait please a little bit until we have some confirmation on the bottom side of this range, because like I said, we are engineering quite some liquidity here on the bottom. We have our low, we have our high, and then you could say, okay, I'm trying it here from the golden pocket, 29,000 ish. Better yet will maybe be the 28,000 970 to 78.6, because then you are taking liquidity out of all of these bottoms, so that would be very nice. But an SFP of this current low would also work. But again, like I said earlier this week, you want to see follow through very fast. This kind of price action is terrible. This is very weak, very bearish. So if we are going to dump down during the FOMC and we are closing the candle here, I would most likely be looking at a 5-minute candle. Then you can enter the trade, stop loss underneath the low, and then take your profit somewhere here on top of the range. But you want to see follow through right away. If that doesn't happen, be a little bit more aggressive with your stop, because if you just don't go up, then suddenly you can have this massive wick down, and you know, with Bitcoin this can happen in a matter of seconds. So that will be it for now. I will be very careful if I get stopped out here. We're getting on SFP, I will re-enter, but not with a big position, not with high leverage, because the prime for today is really the FOMC, and I also think that the stock market will wait until we have clear direction. And yeah, like I said, if it is negative, we can also just waterfall down like we already discussed yesterday, because there is just no market structure here underneath. So be careful with your longs. Make sure you have a very tight stop loss, because the next target could easily be at 26,000, and that is a major drop. So I do expect a lot of volatility today. That'll be it for now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think this is useful, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I will be updating you there during the day, especially on days like these when we have a lot of news events. That will be it for now. Thank you so much. See you next one. Bye bye.